Hey guys, and welcome to this new video. So today's video is going to be very special. Today I met lots of teachers and they all shared with me their best pieces of advice on how to effectively learn English. So if that's something that interests you, then stay tuned and enjoy the video. So what's your advice for learners of English?
Okay, well, hello everyone. My name is teacher Roger Hanan. My advice for learners, or I always give it to my students, as I was given this advice when I was a student too, to keep reading, to read a lot, okay, listen a lot, okay, and what else? As we all know, we have 4 skills. So when we promote a skill, okay, for sure the other skill will be promoted as well. Reading a lot of books, attending a lot of conferences, checking online, revising your things. You change your habits from French and Arabic into English if you really want to master a good level of English. Everything is available right now on YouTube. For example, like your channel, sir, thank you so much for your channel. Okay, they can use it. There are many references, not like before. When we were students, we used to go to libraries, etc. Now, everything is between their heads. That's it. It says free pulse time. Free pulse time.
Hello everyone. My best advice to learn English, it is to learn about your learning. What do we mean by learn about your learning? It is a secret recipe that is called meta learning. That is to know how you can learn. In order to learn a language or anything, for example, you need 4 things. The first thing is exposure. What do we mean by exposure? You must expose yourself to that language, either by listening to music, watching videos, or reading books, and so on. That exposure needs to be rich at first and comprehensible. So you must at first understand that exposure in order to learn. The second thing we need to learn is motivation. Yes, of course, we need to be motivated to learn. We need to show interest. We want to learn this because we need it, or we want to learn this because we enjoyed it. The third thing is use. Because we can't just learn and keep it to ourselves. We must use it, implement it, and show it to others. For example, I learned English, so I must use it. I must talk to my friends, to talk to my teacher, talk to my family, and so on. And the fourth thing, and which is the important thing, it is instruction. What do we mean by instruction? Because sometimes it's not just enough to know things and use it. We need feedback. We need others, what do they think about us, whether it is right or wrong. That's when instructions comes, and that's why we need feedback. So remember guys, expose yourself to language, be motivated to learn it, use it, and finally have feedback. So good to see you.
What's your single most important piece of advice for learners of English?
Okay, so dear learners, if you want to enhance your level of English, you have to focus on 2 things: reading and interacting with people who spoke the language natively. So try to look in the internet to engage yourself, but you have to read first. Read as many books as you can, read as many articles as you can, and try to use your English in daily life. Try to practice it, because practice makes perfect. And good luck.
Change the rhythm in the middle. I'm warning you. Are you ready? Yeah. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Be careful. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Be careful with the middle. You ready? Let's go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Be careful. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. La 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 la. There was.
If I were to give an advice on how to improve your English speaking skills, I would say make English in the center of your interests and hobbies. Through it you can expand your, let's say, communities. You can read the most, let's say, for example, recent researches, join communities that share the similar interests, either through Reddit or Discord groups. And that way you would learn to love the language and enhance your knowledge about your hobbies, your interests, and that will just make everything come together into a huge accomplishment of improving yourself and the language that is key to everything in this world.
What is your single most important piece of advice for learners of English?
The only thing that I can say is that do monologues, talk to yourself, and be the teacher of yourself, your own teacher. Will say, how? And I don't know English. I can't speak. It's simply, you will try to create an English version to activate the English spirit within you, inside you, and then try to speak. Create small discussions with yourself about small things. I don't know, daily life things, and with time you will feel like you are getting so much better. So this is my advice, because this is from my own experience. There are other things, for example, always ask questions, because when you ask questions you learn, and never hesitate to make mistakes. Never be ashamed of them, and just go for it. Just be courageous, and this is how you will learn the language. And thank you.
My piece of advice to you guys is never give up learning English, and never lose the passion toward this beautiful, interesting language. Because the English is the key to the world. It opens many doors, and as we say, it's the lingua franca of the world. Use it via English. You can develop your multiple skills, intelligences. You can read the world and develop yourself first and your future second.
Okay, let's say when learning a language, be it English or Arabic or any other language, I believe we are learning four main skills. We have listening, reading, speaking and writing. So through listening and reading we receive input. So my advice is, because in these two skills, which are called receptive skills, we learn to understand a language, okay? So my advice is to listen and read and even watch as much as possible, because this will help you, to understand a language. The more you are exposed to that content, either in the written content or the visual content or the auditory content, here you develop the ability to understand the language. So here when it comes to understanding a language, the other two skills are concerned with producing a language. Here we are talking about writing and speaking. So be it either if you want to be a good writer or you want to be a good speaker. Here you need to practice. We learn to speak and write by speaking. It's like football. Language is like football. It's like an activity. And you don't become a good, let's say, football player by talking, let's say, or by just talking about football all day. You learn football by playing, same as language. You learn to speak and write by doing, okay, by practicing.
So those are my brief advices for the learners, and good luck.
What is your single most important piece of advice for learners of English?
I think that the first thing a teacher should concentrate on with a new class is to observe the students and understand the learning styles so that they can create materials, use materials from publishers, for example, Ailey Publishing, the company I represent, but also look for materials and try to create a lesson which is suitable for the majority of students, and also understand the single needs. A teacher must always be flexible in the classroom.